Hey guys. Hi, hi, hi. Hi. Hi guys, how are you? I just wanted to do I know, 2 days in a row, but I just got back from the cardiologist. So I wanted to tell you guys that I'm just fat and anxious, but we're gonna wait for more people to hop on before I give the spoilers of there's nothing wrong with my heart. 2 things yesterday was so dumb. 2 things today, also dumb. Hi guys. Sandra's Junkie Creations, that's really funny. Update. Yes, that's what I'm doing. So, and you're not driving, Crystal. Look at this. A glorious day for us all. Amazing. Hi, you guys. Hi. Yeah, so I'll say it again in like 20 minutes, 5 minutes. I don't know, whatever's reasonable. But I'm really excited. Thank you, Sarah. I am so glad that it's helping you. It's really helping me feel better with how I am, like knowing that I'm not alone, that I'm not the only person who's not a hoarder, but I'm not pristine. Like the middle ground's so hard to find sometimes. Good morning, Julie. How are you, sweetheart? Watch you guys. Okay, hold on. Me with the retouch. Look. Ooh, ooh, young, no wrinkles. Except for right here. I have wrinkles here. Okay, so I was listening to like a body language expert, spy, CIA, whatever, all those things that they get to be. And they said a psychopath tends to not have like the forehead wrinkles because they rarely flash their eyebrows at people. So start checking people for eyebrow wrinkles. So yeah, it's just okay. So let me go switch things real quick, okay? Please never do that again. Oh, Tom K, you've got to be a troll. So yeah, I'm really excited that everybody just ignore me. It's fine. You're fine. I'm fine. We're all fine. Nope. This? Nope. Close. Okay. I'm sorry. Hold on, guys. I'm working on it. Oh, that's why I'm not on the right thing. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Okay, we're safe. We're safe. Sorry, if I start on my phone because I'm sitting on the couch and lazy, then you can't make that adjustment on the phone. You have to do it on the computer. So we're done. Be gone, idiots. Okay, I did go to the doctor. Okay, you guys, I went to the doctor. I'm just anxious. It's anxiety. And I'm just gonna wait a little bit longer to tell you guys about the appointment. This is gonna freak everybody else out on the replay because it switches everything. Also, my thing's not clean. Does that help? Did I clean my camera enough? Your face looks normal. You're such a butthole, Mac. Oh no, my chat's not moving. Top messages every time. All messages. There we go. Angel, good afternoon, sweetheart. It was good news today. Okay. I am so lazy. I was going to do a video today, and then I was like, maybe not. Maybe we sit on the couch with coffees. Also, today's coffee is brought to you by Idaho. Hi, Rose. Yeah, they are putting off a glare. Hold on. Let me try to fix that one more time. Nope, not great, right? Wow, also not great. We've got a lot of not greats happening in a row. Hi, Karen, how are you? Movies and videos by Alicia Jacobs. Ugh, likes Mac, gross. Hi, Rosemaria. Let me know if I need to turn off these lights. Idaho. You lived there for several years? What area? Hi, Mominator? That's cute. I've got to stop saying that's cute after everybody's name. Sounds like I was using sandpaper on the screen. I'm sorry, sweetie. Crystal. Okay, so today I was like, do curly hair. But my hair's so stringy. It doesn't do curly, it just does stringy. I need a better curly hair. Cannot moderate, just listening. Melanie, dead to us. That's okay. Crystal's around doing things. Julie, yes, 2 Julies, back-to-back Julies, my favorite. Thank you. Okay, but like, does it look great or are you guys blowing smoke up my butt? Like, I need to know honest truth because I'm going out in public like this. I don't, like, when my humidity gets better, I think it'll go better. What? Mac gets to sleep with me anytime. Mary, do you think Mac is my husband, honey? Oh, because of the shirt. Oh, okay. I was like, uh-oh, we're confused. Get salt spray. Yours goes super frizzy. Do you want to see something that Leroy made me do? Okay, so you guys are like, ooh, Leroy's cute and stuff. Look, I spilled coffee. Leroy made me hit him with my coffee mug, which sounds like abuse, but it isn't. And I splosh coffee everywhere. Doing pig curls and sleep on them. I would rather die, Angel, than pig curls and sleep. No. Blah. No, thank you. No, idiot. Idiot. I'll just go to the beach and like bottle the ocean, and then I'll have very authentic farm to table sea salt spray. So I didn't shave my head when Trump won. I shaved half because I want to straddle the fence the best as possible. So half I shaved and the other half I veiled. Very smelly hair. That's so true. It's so stinky. But our town smells bad anyways. Leroy, can you really, what are you licking? He's still wearing it. And it looked like he was almost able to lick himself. I'm sorry, Mr. Man. What was I saying 3.5 seconds ago? That doesn't matter. Okay, so it's almost 10 minutes in. I went to the cardiologist today and to the dentist, weirdly enough, but not for me. I went to cardio today and I waited for so long for the doctor, like between nurse and doctor, it was like 9 million years. And he opened the door and he was like, good news, which I love. Like, I love that he opened the door, didn't say hi, didn't say sorry for the wait, was just like, good news. And then he goes, okay, now let's talk. He goes, we completely lost your results and spent a really long time trying to find them. And that's why the wait was so long. I was like, that is funny. And so they're printing them out. And what I appreciated about him is he's like, everything looks fine. So it's anxiety. And I said, okay, but I wrote down like when I press buttons, I would love to know if my heart was doing anything, especially during my massive panic attack. And he's like, yeah. So he went through when I pressed the buttons and he's like, sure, your heart rate's a little bit high, but that happens with anxiety, but the beats are so normal. That looks fine. And And so during my big panic attack, he's like, it looks really good. It was probably anxiety. And I was like, okay, great. And then he goes, oh, smelly town. That's right. Okay, my town smells, but I'll tell you in a second. And then he's like, have you considered therapy? I was like, no, yep, I have. Hard pass. Thank you, though. I was like, I genuinely feel like knowing that my heart is fine will help manage a lot of my anxiety, because anxiety's never killed anyone. So I could just be like, oh my God, okay, well, that's anxiety right there doing that. And so now that my heart is fine, I can just power through a lot of bullshit, because I'll just be like, oh, I'm not dying. It's fine. Let's just keep moving forward. But I am the heaviest I have literally ever been, to include when I was pregnant with twins. So that's kind of a huge bummer. But on the flip side of that, apparently for colonoscopy prep, which I would never get one because I am a lady who doesn't even have any of that situation, I don't get to eat for like 2 days leading up to it. Like it's at least a day and a half of no eating. It's like a liquid only diet, which is fine. And then you have to do like a purge. I am super interested to see my starting weight, my ending weights. Just so much. Thank you, Crystal. Kara, you had a rough day at school yesterday. Oh, babe, I'm sorry. And you decided to pace? I do enjoy that. Pacing apparently is amazing. There is Fizzle therapy for PTSD and anxiety too. Please consider. Lena, is that a typo or do I need to look up FYSICAL? Physical? Eat more tranquilizers. I do need more tranquilizers. Your fiance did it last year. He hated it. Physical. Thank you, Lena. I'm done. I'm good. My heart is fine. It's just anxiety. Which, Leroy, what are you doing? Which I really enjoy. I would take you guys outside. I have to yell for my son to take Leroy out, but there are workers next door blaring music that I'm positive is copyright. So hold on. Leroy Jenkins, did you just bark? Calvin! I'm trying to get Leroy to bark again. It's very funny. My hormones are out of whack. Paula, that is very true. My hormones are out of whack. I am on some supplements and I go see, yeah, Leroy would like out, bud. I am going to go see my doctor for that, my hormonal, I call her the sex Sherpa. So I go to her Monday and I think we have a blood draw for hormone levels again. A new t-shirt. I have anxiety. Leave me alone, right? Will you let him out, please? Thank you so much, Bubba. God, my heart is fine. This is off topic. What was the favorite state I've ever lived in? North Dakota. Rose, I love North Dakota. I loved having crazy winters and really hot summers. I love the people in North Dakota. Like everybody's so happy to have survived the winter that they're just kind. There's not like social status chasing that you see. Oh, you shut that door with authority. Like living in California and in Oregon near Portland, the social status chasing, the what are you driving, who are you wearing, what do you have, it's not a big thing in North Dakota because like nobody's bombing around in Mercedes-Benz in Bismarck, North Dakota. Like, no, nobody cares about that. And so that's what I loved. Meth for Beth. You heard that perimenopause can get palpitations. That's probably a lot of it too. And just the reassurance of knowing is so good. Pacing at Tradwife's house is a cute experience. Instead of skipping, sweetheart, and your house is closer than an elephant. One is a very heavy pacer. Like you just hear slap, 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 slap. And like when I'm trying to fall asleep and the pacing is going at 11:45, I'm like, you got to stop, dude. Like you are not a ballerina. You're an elephant. Do you have a CT scan to check yours? If yours is good next week, I love that. Asa or Asia, I hope that that's better. Oh, North Dakota is so awesome. Perimenopause gave you heart palpitations and it's scary, but now that I know, Hi, Jamie. Jamie Chaotic.
Take a break.
Okay, Bubba. Power through. Allergy pills could be a reason too. Really? That would be a real bummer. Allergy pills could be giving me palpitations. You get PVCs. Okay, also, he said PVC. I don't know what that means. What is a PVC? What does that stand for? From hormonal changes in perimenopause. It feels like your heart skips a beat and then powers hard for a while. Yes. And then sometimes I can feel my heartbeat in my back. Like the whole thing is pulsating. Ugh, what a weird thing to say. Good, Pam. When you were pregnant with your youngest, you had crazy palpitations. That's terrible, Sarah. Yay, hi, Chris My Grits. Chris, did you change your name to Chris My Grits recently? Pre-something ventricular contraction. Okay, yeah. Okay, because the doctor said it, and I was like, oh, thanks. And I don't think I asked him to clarify. It does, like a little tiny beat. I get one of those where it like flutters, and then I cough, and then I'm like, oh, okay. Now, if you miss a birth control pill, you get them bad. I haven't taken birth control in 1,000 million years. I think I was 24 when I stopped taking birth control. And I was like, you know what? Let's just if we get knocked up, we get knocked up. I can't believe I didn't get knocked up. You're feeling all jelly over the names of everyone. Well, it's a good one. You picked a good one, sweetheart. Are you serious, Rebecca? Damn it. Am I doing this to myself with my allergy pills? I could clean my room and dust it. But that feels like, I don't know. I think it's against the Geneva Conventions. We should look them up and see if me cleaning my room violates them. Feels like yes. And I, for one, don't want to commit any war crimes today. 146 fun chat. Hey, Michelle. How are you, sweetie? Right? Only 31 thumbs up. That hurts my feelings. I'm just kidding. Don't unthumbs up. I have to check and see if my 2 very dedicated thumbs downers are still around because I worry about them sometimes. I want them to be okay. Your room needs to be, I do need to like clean it, I think. But I washed my really beautiful orangey yellow comforter spread 2 days ago and just restarted the wash to try to get it to be better. So we have to wait for that to be done because I was like, well, that clearly is going to smell like mildew. I peopled today with pants on. Proof of pants. Hi, Wendy Bays. You have an innocent heart murmur, but you're super healthy. That's good. Thoughts and swears. Okay, when I first did it, I was like, I think it's too deadpan. I think it's too, like, I have to give a break a little bit. And then I forgot that I uploaded it to Instagram, and most people were catching on to my sarcasm in Instagram. So then I remade it public on YouTube. So, but I was like, okay, next time I will be a little less deadpan so that people don't think I have an actual crisis happening. Do pajama pants count? I can't wear pajama pants in public. It makes me feel so terrible. Hi, Mary, sorting laundry, just listening. Love that. Please don't take it like, yeah, it was annoying. And then today I was able to get home. Thankfully, Sammy had dentist, and I was like, okay, well, how long is it going to take? Because I feel like Calvin's last dentist appointment took 7 million years. But it was enough time to where I was able to come home, drop her off, thankfully, and go back to cardiology. Because I would have taken her with me, but if it was bad news, that would have been not my favorite thing to experience with my daughter in the room. She had her headphones and her iPad, so like hopefully we could have drowned it out, but she's so good at picking up on the absolute worst thing that ever happened. So good at it. What kind of jeans do you wear? Similar body type, having a hard time finding comfy jeans. They're from Express, so they were $100 million. They're Express jeans and ah, sorry. Can you hear me now? Sorry, I got a phone call. I'm so sorry, you guys. I got a phone call from Ferdinanda Beach. I don't know who that is, so look who's not going to be doing that. Sorry. I said that my jeans are from Express Jeans. Was that the last thing you guys heard? I know, we're busy, for goodness sakes. Okay, so they're Express Jeans. I think they're $100 a pair. Where I like to buy all of my jeans from Target, and I get offended if they're over $30. But I need to grow up and start wearing, being like, okay, well, these won't dissolve after 14 washes. So they were like 100, maybe they were like 130. I remember thinking that they were horrifyingly expensive. But they flare out. If you have a similar body shape where you're really heavy, like triangle, where your shoulders are your biggest points, and you're kind of bigger on top, you're supposed to wear flared jeans on the bottom so that it even balances you out a little bit more. That's true, Gretchen. I should have done that. And then I said that I was glad I did my two things, that I was glad I went to the dentist with Sammy this morning, and I was grateful that hers went quickly because I was able to bring her and drop her off at home and then go to cardiology. I was afraid that I was going to have to bring her with me. But she had headphones and an iPad. I just didn't want to get like bad news with Sammy because she's really good at like picking up on the worst possible things that are happening at the exact moment where you're like, hope the kids don't see that. And she's like, hey, did you guys see that dead deer? Its head was ripped off. And you're like, yep, we saw the roadkill and stuff. And she's like, oh. And so, yeah. What was the news? My heart's fine, Meg. It's just anxiety. He went through everything, and yes, my heart rate's going up a little bit, but all the beats look good. Nothing skipping. There's nothing dangerous happening. I'm totally going to survive this moment. I know, Christine, I'm lazy, and I like chatting with you guys. I want to chat with you guys. And it felt real, like, I got the news and I wanted to tell you guys because like I've been talking about my heart problems and I didn't want to hold it until I finally get off my butt and do a video for you guys. It just felt kind of time sensitive. I don't know. But also, okay. Then also, you guys, it's so weird doing stuff like that because then you're like, am I like, do I have a really huge ego? Which I do. Do I have a huge ego or do people actually care? Like, am I full of myself and I feel like people care, or do people care and I should like loop them back in because they're actually worried? It's so weird. It was nice to hear the news quickly too. Okay, good. Like it's good. I'm so glad you guys care, but there's a little bit of that where you're just like, am I over inflating my importance in people's lives? Oh my God, the itching was so bad, Stella. And I do genuinely feel like I am full of myself. Thank you, Meg. Congratulations on just being neurotic, right? Exotic. So accurate. Okay, Sarah says no and she'll tell us why. Hi, Allie. How are you, babe? Thank you, Chris. Chris, my grits. Brenda. Thank you, Julie. I really do appreciate that. You did ask me on Discord. Thank you, Mary. And I did tell everybody on Discord, like, I was like, live updating. Ferals are your only friends, but there's so many of us, Leslie, to get that sad face off. There's a lot of us. And it's so dumb because back in the day, when we were youths, like internet people weren't real people, but like, let's come to terms, you guys. Internet friends are actually valuable, genuine friends. Like I have internet friends from years ago that I love deeply and care about. They're real friends just because they're not somebody you can meet up at a coffee shop right now. Like 5 minutes from now, we can't all go to the same coffee shop, but I would go to a coffee shop and meet you guys in a really well lit place next to security cameras. I would totally do that. If it was near a police station, I would meet Canada Meg somewhere, an American police station. I would meet Meg if Mark was with me, well supervised. So, but like, and the whole parasocial relationship when they're like, oh yeah, it's a parasocial relationship. I'm like, okay, but like, not all of them are because I know about people and I care. Like, I genuinely am like, okay, let's update me on your life. I want to know things. They aren't real people, just internet people, but they're definitely real friends. We are real friends. It's not just anxiety, it's real. It seems to start off as depression, then turns into anxiety, then panic attacks. There is medication for that. If I was braver, stronger, taller. Yes, Jamie, my anxiety was so high before he walked in. I was like, freaking get in here. Island check, Lexi. I don't have an island. What are you talking about? I don't have an island in my kitchen. Sorry. Ugh, hold on. Hey, I don't want that dumb thing. No one wants that. No one wants the nibbles. Nobody wants that. Hey. Yo. And there might be a little bit of nesting happening. But I am going to get up and clean it. Also, I want you guys to know that this is Lambie, just a lamb. All the lambs are lambies. They're lambikins. Eat walnut quinoa. I would never eat quinoa. What a ridiculous thing to say to me. But I will eat walnuts and bananas. Quinoa. Ugh. I'd rather die from anxiety than eat a bowl of quinoa. I did have some leftover cookies, but I didn't want my husband to know that I ate the last of the leftover cookies, so I just did this. I don't know where the cookies went, babe. That's crazy. I didn't even really particularly like those cookies. I just wanted them. Okay, hello, greetings. You would like to, Leroy, come on. Be there and help in the things and share unforgettable moments with me. Oh, thanks, Juan. Quinoa looks like bugs. So does my flax seeds, like tiny baby cockroaches. You've been munching on cashews? Okay, have you tried this cleaning trick where you just look for an example of a messy counter and then decide a certain amount of stuff to remove and then see if it makes any difference? No, Lena. Jamie, of course you like quinoa. Jamie's like, oh, I'm from California. I like quinoa. And yay, Erin, you made it to a live where it was live. What are we making, Julie? Confess, Julie. Let's hear it. And now she's never going to talk again. Okay, that's fine. Julie, quit edging us and just tell us the freaking thing. We're legally required to like quinoa and kale in California. Ugh. Quinoa, it's like Satan poop. Brett coming in here, not saying hi to me, just commenting to other people. That's fine. It's fine. Oh my God, you guys, when we were leaving the house. Okay, so Sonia had the orthodontist and then Calvin had dentist yesterday. Those were my two things. And Sonia was saying goodbye to, it's only funny to me because I know what it looked like, was saying goodbye to Sweet Potato. No, she walked by Sweet Potato. I was like, say goodbye to Sweet Potato. And she turns around, she's like, bye, Sweet Potato. I go, curtsy to her. And so she bowed. I was like, no. And so I showed her how to curtsy. So she curtsied and said, goodbye, potato. And it was the best thing that I've ever forced a child to do. Oh, so good. I ate chocolate cake in the fridge and forget to have it one evening. So I didn't tell my partner and ate it quick while he was napping. I don't even feel the guilt. I just eat it. Well, I'm so glad that I'm here and my husband's at work and I can just, it's like, no one's supervising me. I can do whatever I want. It's amazing. Juan, you're getting a little weird. This just general warning that, it's weird. So we'll give him one more second to not be a weirdo. It's better than hiding in the closet so no one sees. Like, closets are for crying and breakdowns. Chocolate cake should be eaten with spite and malice while making eye contact. Hi, German, Espanol. Now you want chocolate cake? I do. I want chocolate cake, but my mom's sour cream chocolate frosting. It's good. I didn't change my settings, you guys. You ate with speed. That's good. Brett, everything is Meg's fault. Oh, I got so wrapped up in talking about how I made my child curtsy to Sweet Potato. Did Brett formally say hello to me? And with the curtsy? I need it to be done. A couple things. We've chosen to hang out with you. Thanks, babe. And you could have gone somewhere else and watched someone else. Thank you, right? It's crazy. Okay, and so this is like super vain of me, I guess. I don't know what to say, but I really like my analytics in YouTube. I like, seriously, it's like constant shoving this. Hey, are you done taking a break or are you going to keep going? Okay. I'm on a live stream. Do you have to do typing? Yes. Oh, life sucks. Oh, are you going to do it right now? Then no. God, no. Yeah, no, go somewhere else. Like, go hide in your tent. Jamie, stop bragging. What'd Jamie say? You have avocado trees. Avocados from Mexico. And citrus trees all around in people's yards. Lots to share. It's so nice. Ugh, she's being gross, guys. You ate chips last night and wound up having to double the amount of water pills. 5 pounds heavier with fluid overload. Oh my gosh. You did it the beginner loser. You didn't have all chat on. I do really like the idea of being able to filter your comments out, Brett, but you still trying to interact. I might switch. Maybe I'll switch it back. So see if we can just continuously filter you out. That's true, Charisse. I should have that happen. Marshmallows are for secret eating. Oh, that's crazy. And we're all mad at Jamie. Okay, so I like looking, you pee 5 pounds every night. Thank you, Allie, for my curtsy. I think that's necessary. Okay, so I like looking at my analytics. And somebody a while ago, did I talk about this yesterday on my last live? If I did, somebody stop me because I've got to stop obsessing. But you can see like how long people watch, who's watching, if they're regular watchers, who, like how many people are new and just discovered you, where they're coming from, things like that. And somebody had left a comment that said, you get a lot of comments on your video. And I'm like, okay, but half of them are me. Like I'm responding to most. Did we talk about this yesterday? Hi, Jane. How are you, sweetie? Jane, I hope you curtsied while you were saying I made one of your lives. Did you curtsy to me? Cookie dough is edible. And I do like the thread of salmonella. It tastes better when there's risk. I want to eat the cookie dough that you're not supposed to. I would like to lick the batter that might put me in the hospital. That's what I would like to do with my time. Okay, so, right? And so I respond to people. But so I was like, okay, so I went to go find people with significantly higher subs than I do. We're talking 100 to 300,000 subs. And finding videos that kind of have similar views. And we do have so many more comments. And a lot of it is not just me talking to you guys, but you guys talking to each other sometimes. Like, we're really engaged with each other. And that's thrilling to me. I do not know how long each individual person watches, Mary. I would love that because it would be so funny to be like, oh, Canada Meg, you watched 3 minutes? Really? 3? But it'd be horrible because I like to drop out of people's videos too, so I don't want to do that.
Can you help me open this?
Sure I can. Hold my camera at me. Okay. Hold it still. Hold it still.
Okay. Look how strong she is.
Okay, now, hey, do a curtsy. No, you're a bow. Do a bow. Thank you, my love. Got him to bow. I don't know why I tried to get my son to curtsy. That was crazy. Sometimes I comment as I go. Exotic, you rarely comment on other people's videos. See, that's so sweet. Like I didn't think I was going to be able to open that. And Jamie coming in with more flexing. My husband made homemade ice cream and we ran a ribbon of raw brownie batter through it and it was super good. No one cares about your perfect life with all of your avocados, Jamie. I saw you had it, your house got disorganized after Christmas. You're not better than me. She's a little bit better than me. When are we going to start each live with a talking register? Whoa, what is that? What's a talking register? With taking register. What is that? Tell me what that is. I would love to implement anything. You did bullet point on Beth's video once and she loved it. I don't remember that. I like to brain dump everything that just happens. You have a Tara tattoo on your shoulder? That's cute. It wasn't even a humble brag. Jamie's like, here's a straightforward brag, which I love because you have to have somewhat of an ego to YouTube. Otherwise, it's sad and weird. And Jamie's amazing. A different Jamie, though. You don't know her. She doesn't go to school here. Yeah, what is the register? You watch all of Acre Homestead videos but never say anything anymore. You get lost in the dust. I watch her sporadically now because she just has too much of her poop together. And I'm like, okay, I'm not there. I need to figure out how to get there. It's what we do in England. Roll call. Oh, yes, roll call. Everybody comment here, not because it helps the algorithm and my engagement look good. Cindy, so that's why I'm live streaming. My appointment went really well. It's literally just anxiety. Sorry, I wasn't sure if I was putting my coffee down correctly. It's just anxiety. So I just need to uncrazy and probably lose weight. In the chat, well, Chris, we already know you're here. I acknowledged you. You watched for the cooking, Mary. I have made her bread, her no-knead bread, several times. It's very good. It's nothing serious. Just, oh, say hi, Christine. And Karen, Dinosaur, you popped in at like the last 10 seconds of my last live. And I was like, oh, Dinosaur, oh. Yes, any engagement, even thumbs down counts for the engagement, like mean comments, any version of talking. Does it, I already said. Jackie says that Kim from Wads is hilarious. She's like, makes me feel frantic. But I do like watching her. I'm glad that tree didn't fall in her house during the storm we had. Did they tell me I have less coffee? No, I would just kill him. Like there's a chance we could have fought and I would have won if coin toss. Try some deep breathing exercises, maybe. I mean, maybe exotic. Maybe I feel like my anxiety attacks make me special and gets me attention. I want more ER nurses to focus on me. I'm old. We used to say present. So did I, Tracy. We also used to say the Pledge of Allegiance when I was in school because I am that old. You have to make yourself some mud water. I don't know what that is, Pam. Thank you, Mary, for being entertained by me. You respond present when someone calls your name at work because it amuses you. Still, that is so funny. Peppermint tea in a Little Mermaid mug, delicious. How much coffee do I actually drink? Yeah, it's mostly in a cup and colds. Like, I think I'm on my third cup of the day, maybe fourth if we're going to be generous about that. And it's almost 3 p.m. Julie went to Catholic school, so she's better than all of us. You can take a dog. Surprise attack, right? Zombies, the zoomies. I was like, I don't get the zombies, but Leroy does. Yoga with Adrienne. I don't like her yoga. For some reason, I hate her yoga channel. And she's free, and I love that. And I wanted to do yoga. I think I hate yoga. And I was just like passing it on to her. But like I've tried to do some of her stuff, and I'm like, this is the dumbest thing that's ever happened. And then I like give up, which I think benefits me because now I can barely touch my toes. So winning. Jen, check all of your hormone levels. I am in full perimenopause. I'm actually in progesterone-wise full menopause. Like I had no progesterone left. So I've been taking that for supplements, and I've been taking a little bit of testosterone, and that's helping. But I want to check in and see if my estrogen levels are still pretty stable. It is so long, Christine. My dryer jingle is so long. And I want to do, to see how my vitamin D is doing and how my vitamin B12 is. Those things. Bye, Sarah. I'm so excited that you're going to deal with your anxiety, my love. Sarah King, your kids still do the pledge and the Texas pledge. I didn't know there was one. It makes sense, to be honest. Praying to the flag. That's funny. Sorry, it was my washing machine. I had to do like a deep wash because I left my blanket in for way too long. Exotic switched to decaf because she wanted to die because she has a heart murmur and she hates her life. Dwana, you're way behind. Oh, okay, you realize that. You get zoomies after you get into the THC. You're so tense that even your heart won't relax. Exotic. Cinnamon on top of the grounds? I like to have it. I like to chew them inside my coffees. Okay, I gotta catch up with chat. Hold on, I just scrolled down to catch up. B12 and vitamin D is hard to keep up in menopause. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what my levels are right now. Who's watching Cambria? Also POTS. I see, and I don't think I have POTS. Otherwise, I feel like they would have seen it on my heart thing. I think they would have been like, oh, your heart drops out. Yay, Jamie. I'm excited about that. I hope they draw all of your blood work, all of it. Oh, Stella. Oh my God. You wish all the people who give food nutrient advice online come to your house. Somebody left a comment on one of my videos, like Beth needs to have help come in 2 to 3 times per week and also send Calvin to public school. I was like, okay, would you like my Venmo? Like who's paying for the help to come in 2 to 3 times a week, 2 to 3 times a week? And what are they doing necessarily? Like, are they just cleaning? Are they cleaning and running errands? Are they childcare? Because I don't need that. You haven't seen my idiots this whole time. Like, they're off somewhere doing something, I'm sure. But yeah, like the wild things where people like just eat all organic. Oh, okay. With what cash? Like we don't all have avocado trees in our backyard. You hope I faint and I need snacks because of the amount of blood they draw. I hope so too, Jamie. I really do hope they take a ton from you and they get everything. See if you can get them to agree to like a cortisol spit test and things like that. Like, see if you can get all of it. Who's Drain Addict? Is that like post 10? Hi, Louise in Texas. I just felt like I couldn't catch my breath just then. Exotic wishes she could afford herself, right? And I feel like if I spent all day cleaning people's houses, I'd come home and be like, not a freaking chance. Absolutely not. Gardening is expensive. I wouldn't know. I don't garden. I need to garden. I do. I have 3 raised plant beds that have taller than should be grass, and that's what's in there. Lori, Riz supports my decision to homeschool my kids. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that very much. Don't drop me, Cairo Kitten. What a rude thing to do. So, check my DMs. Okay, I'll check my DMs. In what platform, Lena? Are we Instagram DMing or are we Discord DMing? Yeah, I don't know. Oop, Tracy Jackson. You got a cleaner to give you a quote. They don't clean their ovens because they can't be bothered. I like the honesty. So good. So the first time I did bring a cleaner in once for a while, for a continued amount of time. And when she first came to my home, it was like my early days videos, but I hadn't been able to do a whole house clean for at least a year. Okay? That level. And I think I tried to like panic tidy a little bit before she showed up, but like I just couldn't do things. And tough to talk with me. You seemed like you needed somebody to drop by. Oh. Right, that always helps. So she came in and I was like scared. And she went through and looked at everything and it was really, really nice. Hi, Janine. It's fine. Like, I'm happy that it's anxiety and not a heart issue, to be honest. And I was like, just so grateful to have her. And, yeah, it was really nice. And then she stayed on for the rest of the time that I lived in Oregon and I miss her. You have a oh, yeah. Sorry, live and let live. I get pervos and weirdos. So you have to have like one hurdle to get through. You have a 10-year-old with high functioning ASD. You love watching me clean. Oh, thanks, Jamie. Jane, not Jamie. Sorry. Sonia, come here then. Because it's like your own house. Yeah, it's crazy, honestly. A lot of people don't understand how bonkers it can get. Show me. Let me see. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
You're feeling good? Okay. You look a little sleepyhead.
Yeah, because I've slept a lot.
Okay. Thank you for showing me. I love you. Bye. Hi, Lise. How are you, sweetheart? It's 9 a.m. in New Zealand. That's dumb. First day of 9th grade. Oh, so it's like you're transitioning to school time now? Were you out for the last few months? Is it like America where you're out for summer? Or do you guys do year round with like chunks of breaks? Okay, and then bye, Stella. Sorry, I was asking you questions. How's her tooth today? Oh, she's fine. She went to the orthodontist yesterday, so her teeth are fine today. Jamie had her first panic attack on your first day of college and it felt like the room was spinning and you were having a heart attack. And you've still never been diagnosed with anxiety? That is insane, Jamie. Like, I feel like we should be able to self-diagnose anxiety. Be like, yeah, I feel anxious as shit. Lots of anxiety all of the time. And I think they should be like, yes, I believe you. That's funny, Janine. Hi, Tara. Everybody's saying hi to Tara. Tara, where are you? Oh, I almost... Tara, you're late. The new rule is that you have to curtsy when you say hello to me. Like a formal, Like the first time you see the queen during the day, you have to curtsy, and then after that, you don't have to, but it's a new standard. Thanks. You're from New Zealand with penguins? That is so rude to like flex on me that hard. Delwyn, how dare you? It's been 25 years and no doctor even acknowledges it, Jamie. Gross. Like, yeah, everybody has anxiety. Have you looked around? Everybody feels like crap all of the time. And then last night, before I went to the doctor, I had a dream last night that my heart rate was 255 beats per minute, and I was in the hospital. I was in the VA lobby, and nobody would help me. And so I started screaming as loud as I could to try to get help. And everybody's like, ma'am, unnecessary. And I was like, my heart's going to explode. Look, like it's 255 beats per minute. They're like, we'll get around to it. And so that was fun. Oh, Clockwork Orange level of anxiety when I think of dying. I used to be like that a lot, Jane. And then I watched a bunch of Caitlin Doherty. She is called the Mortician. What is she called? What is her channel name, you guys? I know we know. We talked about it last time. Where she talks about death and a lot of stuff like that. And it really helped me make my plans and like kind of be less panicked about it. I haven't hummed yet. Do I hum a lot, Kat? Is Mark on the board with the Courtney? What? The curtsy? No, he doesn't curtsy to me. But not like car parkle. Everybody's typoing and I'm struggling, or I'm having a stroke. One of the two. 3 hours on the couch, Lise? What? That's a terrible nap. 20 minutes or nothing. Oh, you have PTSD, Emma? Aw. Disorder twinsies. That's fun for us. She Who Watches drops one comment in. Well named, She Who Watches. Aptly named. Even after we did roll call, you didn't comment. And then you just dropped the little, that VA accurate. Ask a Mortician. Is it Ask a Mortician, Jamie? Caitlin Doherty. She changed it from Mortician to her name. Oh, okay. Leslie. Don't say that. Your anxiety is linked with your cycle, right? And I was trying to monitor that. It's about where we go. Now it'll be about my final destination, though. Yes, they ruled out atrial fibrillation. They ruled out everything. They were like, it looks really solid. You just are anxious about things. Oh my God, Allie. That's heartbreaking. And I am so sorry to hear that. She's really good. And she also has a really good book about other people's death cultures. And like she would go there and she's just really not a gross way. She's just really intimate with death and corpses. And it's just been her calling. And she's just like, I just feel like she would cuddle a dead body on a couch if that was in the person's will. If they were like, I just need somebody to cuddle me as I die and after I'm dead. And she'd be like, yeah, I'll do it. That's fine. I would love to. That sounds great. And she like demystifies so much of it and makes it feel like, okay, well, it is just part of life. And so it's really interesting and good. And Janine, we don't really drink anymore. Hi, Shatika. It's a good thing, I guess. At least it's something terminal, right? So if it's not my heart exploding, I think I can just kind of coast through my panic attacks and be like, it's fine. I'm not literally dying. I just feel like it for a little bit. Like my last big panic attack that I had a few weeks ago when I made Mark come home from work because I thought I was dying. Like we took my blood pressure, we took my pulse ox, and I took my blood sugar and stuff. And I was like, okay, there are no markers of immediate death. It's probably just anxiety. I knew I had just had a massive trigger. I was ready for it, and yet not. And I think that if I can just like convince myself I'm not dying, that I can just handle it. See, Jamie, yes, that's totally right. I am so worried about where we go and what happens. And the idea of just being gone is really hard for me to be okay with. And my brother is like, um, it doesn't matter. He's like, you don't have anything before you were born. If you just return to it, is it so bad? I was like, it is so bad. It is so bad. I hate the idea of not remembering or being here or having any part of anything. I hate that idea so much. But I'm trying to be okay with the idea that it's okay. And so, okay, so specifically Jane, what I hope to do, and I've learned this by researching all the different burial things and traditions and things like that, and what I'm comfortable with. What I think I'm most comfortable with, let's pretend there's nothing after, right? At all. But if I can do a natural burial, I don't want to be embalmed. And I want to, if I can, I want to get composted. It's new, it's only in a couple states. But I want the most natural burial possible where I'm in dirt, not in a box. Or if I'm in a box, I want it to be wicker that's going to disintegrate very quickly. And I want my body to, in a nourishing way, return back to the worlds and have worms eat me. I know that sounds terrible, but worms eat things and they poop out really rich soil. And then that rich soil can be a tree or a plant. And like the bird can eat the worm after it ate a little bit of me. And then I'm a bird. And like to be pulled back into nature in all sorts of ways feels good to me. It feels so good to me. And oh, it's expensive. I don't know why I thought being composted wouldn't be super expensive. I'll save up for it. And that's just what I want. I do not want to be cremated because the ashes, if you scatter the ashes, all of the organic material is already pulled out of you. And sure, it's released as energy in the universe, but I don't want to be oxygen. I don't want to be air. I don't want to be energy. I want to be food. So, and that makes me feel better. Sorry, when I go on tangents, I don't read chat. I'm sad because there's so much to do and see here, and no one will see all of it in a lifetime, and you want to come back. Even as a Catholic, I kind of think we come back, to be honest. Even as like a very lazy Catholic. Here you can be cremated and put in any container. I know, I want my nutrients used. Believing in going on offers comfort. It does, like going on gives me intense comfort. So I think Jane and I are very similar in this. It's not that we don't have the comfort of believing that there's something else and that we are like, sure, there's a heaven, sure, we can come back and stuff like that. It's not that. We can agree that that is amazing and comforting, but we have this part in the back of our mind that goes, but what if there's nothing? And that part scares us a lot, or it scares me, and I'm just talking for Jane. If Jane disagrees, that's fine. I will delete her and block her from everything. And how dare you disagree with me, Jane? Coming in here being like, Beth's full of crap. Rude. How dare you, Jane? She who watches came back into a comment. Her husband wants a sky burial, and you can't do that unless you're native. Really? I thought you can do it. Okay, by sky burial, do you mean it's one of two things that I think of. Cremated outdoors, or are you talking about the birds coming and eating you? Please tell me which. I'm being cremated because I don't trust scientists in 1,000 years. Meg, you are tapping into one of my deep fears. That's why I want to be composted, because they even crunch up your bones. And then you're just absorbed. And so I don't trust scientists either. You're relieved to know and put the right name to it. Worry, anticipation, control, high awareness, constant paranoia, and many other things you really struggle with. Learning through therapy to cope. Okay, I do love that. Buy land, get a permit. You can be buried there. I do like that. This better be my last go around. Leslie, that's such a bummer. Okay. It better not be. And I want to connect with you in heaven and be like, no, she's fine. And yank you back down for one more go around with me just to spite you. We could even be mortal enemies next time. I'm fine with that. As long as I get to punish you just a tiny bit. You want your children to turn you into Diamond Carrie? That's cute. Lexi wants to be a Christmas tree. Live and love, loves my face shape. Believe in going on also your family that has already passed gets to be with you. Right. That's what I think about too. Even as an atheist, I still kind of think we come back to, that's fine, Exotic. You're wrong. There's a God and God hates you. Just kidding. Oh my God. Exotic. I'm really drunk right now. I can't believe I said that. That was a joke and I just said it and I'm sorry. I have to scroll way far down now. I lost a lot. Exotic. I'm so sorry I said that. This is, okay, so when we leave the live stream, this is what I'm obsessing about. And my palms are sweating now. Welcome back, Julie. Nothing just happened. It's fine. I did not. Exotic. I love you. I'll DM you free feet pics. Like, you're usually like, hey, Beth, I'll pay you $5 for feet pics. This time, Exotic, they're free. I know, Jamie. I'm going to think about it all of the time. I hate this. So Brett and I were just messaging each other, and I was like, sometimes I get so wound up after a live stream where I'm like, does everybody hate me? And like at the end of a live stream, I want to be like, okay, you guys, we're wrapping up. I would just like to take the next few minutes for everybody to comment in the comment section if you still like me or if you're mad at me. Like, I just want to at the end be like, okay, so everybody just casually drop in. Who's mad at me? I need to know. Okay, love you. Bye. Yes, Tracy, I do think it's part of like the whole being crazy thing where you're just like, okay, Exotic did it. I saw, it was okay. Thanks, Sarah. That was a really inappropriate joke. We are also mad at you, by the way. Tracy, son of a... so mean. I am sweating. Remember Matt when he came in and I was like, oh, I was making fun of him because he had a skewer and then he never came back. Where's Matt? I want to talk to him. Live streams are for real positive vibes. Thank you, babe. No, God doesn't hate you, Sarah. He thinks you're fine. It's just Exotic. I'm sorry. Pretty sure you or anyone here could shock me at this point. I mean, what are we saying? Brett, share. What are we sharing about Brett? Your dad is cremated and is currently in their liquor cabinet. Mark's dad's in our entryway. Part of Mark's dad's in our entryway. Because let me tell you, people make a lot of ashes. A lot of ashes. A weird amount. And the place gives it to you. They're like, here's it in the beautiful urn. They're like, here's the rest in a Ziploc bag that we also put in a shoebox. You're just like, thanks. And I would have a hard time with the which part, right? Right, Leslie? I'd be like, is this a kneecap? What do I have here? Like, which I would like to know. Like, I hope, like, everybody wants, I guess, the face. Oh my God, but not. That was really tough. Okay, so you guys, just so you know, kind of accidentally, inadvertently triggered myself a tiny bit. So if I have a panic attack tomorrow, we will all know. Damn it. Okay. New subject. Cass, I have a fine heart. He said, I have a fine heart, but a fat butt. He didn't say that. That would be wild, though. If he was like, hey, fatty. Heart's good, but God, what's happening here? Not all of them, Janine. Russell picked out a very hit, Janine, to be honest. You need to write down in your will that you want Mark and I to pick out your urn because Russell picked out just the worst one for Norm. You do not want him in charge of that. It's so ugly to me. Write it down. I'll fight him. It's fine. I'll fight him for the whole thing and make the choice before he gets a chance. But like, ticker fine, too much junk in the trunk. You had a doctor who immediately told me you were super fat, and any problem I was going to bring up would automatically be solved if I lost weight. So fun. And my pet's ashes are in my bedroom. Also, Mark's dad is really close to all of our pets. That feels a little disrespectful. Like everybody's in the same spot. We're like, oh, here you go, Mark's dad. And also a cat that we had 15 years ago. Like they're on separate shelves. I think my pets might be slightly higher up though. Your husband's ashes are on your mantle. I feel like my mantle's really low down. That I would knock it over at some point. I would be so worried about knocking it over. That's just friends for his dad, right? Do you get to smoke weed in Atlanta? I don't think so. I don't think it's legal here. I'm almost positive. Live and let live. You're being weird. Stop it. Old doctors say lose weight all the time, and my answer was he won't agree to divorce me. That's funny. Your entry is Death Valley. Right? Please, come past all of my dead collection. My collection of the dead. Say hello. Now, please, welcome to my home. My favorite thing is trying to talk about what you're all talking about. We're talking about the dead people we collect. Your grandma just passed away. This conversation seems timely. She who watches, I am so sorry for your loss. That is heartbreaking, my love. Your parents are in a mahogany box. It won't break. The same box? How big is that box? They're in different boxes. Also, they're cremated, right? I'm afraid when I'm cremated, I'll smell like barbecue. I bet you it smells more like a good grilled pork chop. Are there legit people who don't know they need to lose weight? Why state the obvious if I'm not self-aware enough that I've got bigger issues? I don't know, Brett. There's a lot of like people who are like, no, health at every size. Like I should be able to be this weight and still be super duper healthy. So I wonder if like they're just trying to cut it off at head where they're just like, no, lose weight. I don't know. Also, I think they're like, you're not that big. And I was like, okay, but still. So it's like hard. I'm fighting them. Everybody's fighting on every side. The urns are pretty heavy, so it'd be hard to knock them over. Okay. Hi, Isabella. Can you imagine all the sneezing you would do if I had my husband's ashes? I wouldn't be sniffing them. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I would. No, Rebecca, I didn't see the true crime video where the guy was selling body parts. Okay, bye, Brenda. I love you. Brett, I'm a fatty, but I don't need to lose weight. Need to lose the negative doctors. Healthy but fat. Meg, but you're also Canadian, so like there's a lower bar for you guys. Because like you have to account for the Canadian of it. It's like her life sucks already. Let's let her have some cake. As much cake as possible. Cold. I ignored that for too long. Also, I like to play the really risky game of this coffee or yesterday's coffee. Hope you grabbed the correct one. You went to the doctor with carpal tunnel and she said lose weight. Oh my God. That one's crazy. Right? Okay, so the fat people will be able to survive the famine so much longer, but you have to toe a line. Like, you have to be overweight enough to survive famine, but be healthy enough that you're not on any medication, because when the apocalypse comes, the medication runs out and you die from like the rapid withdrawal symptoms, or like you just die because you needed the medication. Like, if you're heavy enough that you have sleep apnea, like obesity induced sleep apnea, you're not surviving when the power goes out. Like, you're dying. So like, you have to balance. You have to be like enough to make it a while, but not so much that you won't make it without modern conveniences. And I did think about this a lot. Buy your own urn or scatter tubes, then you can have the one you want. That's true. A scatter tube is a wild thing to think of. Just ADHD meds here. Good job, Cass. And let's all just binge watch Breaking Bad. We'll figure out how to make meth, and we will definitely have a leg up in the apocalypse because people are going to want some meth. Right? Okay, and I get that. Okay, I get that it's crazy. We've all established that I'm crazy. It's well known. But a lot of my fear about being put on long-term management medication is the apocalypse. Like, okay, but how do I taper? Like, and you can't ask that question. You can't be like, hey, how would one taper this if society collapses? Like, could you give me just a schedule real quick so I can figure it out? It's crazy. Bad teeth, rude. Everyone start hoarding their drugs, right? Everybody, like, just see if you can get some antibiotics prescribed that you don't need, and we hold the antibiotics. Please don't tell your doctor the real reason you don't want long-term meds, right? Definitely getting locked up. Beth, what if the apocalypse doesn't come for 50 years and you could have been more comfy on meds the entire time? I'll risk it. I would take the meds. Like, if it was for my heart, I would take those meds, hopefully, and not throw them up. Hopefully. Hopefully I could. Jamie with avocado toast. Oh, from Meth Girl. Thanks, Gwendolyn. That makes me feel better. I thought you were just like drive-by insulting, and I was like, fair. Meds only help if you remember to take them, or if they don't throw you into a full-blown anxiety attack that they're going to kill you. Yeah, Meg, with your insane quantities over there, oh my God. Your ashes would need extra large storage container, kind of like you chuck up in the attic and forget about. See, that's what I'm worried about too. Like, there is a generation not too far away that will be like, I don't give a shit about these ashes. I didn't know her. I don't want to hold on to it. And then where are they going to put you? Somewhere. I can't imagine my kids' kids who never knew their grandfather are going to be like, let's hold on to this really ugly freaking urn that contains about an eighth of our great-great-grandfather who we did not know. Like, they're not going to care, so what happens? Do you just like kind of casually open it up and dump it out in the backyard? A lot of people take it to Disneyland and shake them out on the haunted house, to where they have like a whole process of removing cremated remains from it. It's a big deal. It's a big problem. You knew a guy that snorted his grandma? Yikes. Yeah, Meg is full of whiskey and THC and spicy choices. They'll put you in baggies and sell you as meth. That's why my daughter needs to scatter my ashes. She does want to keep a tiny bit though. Right, and I get the scattering of it all. I just want to be organic still. Not in the snooty, like Jamie Chaotic, oh, I only like organic things. I mean like consumable organic material for like that can be eaten by a tree. In 3 generations, you'll be forgotten. I'm glad. I'm so happy at the idea that one day I won't exist and no one will know that I ever existed. I love that idea for some reason. It's comforting. Instead of being like a king or a queen, or I covered myself and not her. Damn it. Hey, no pacing and loops. Just pace back and forth over here. You scattered your mom in Fort Bragg. It was a scene. I feel like you did it without permission and you were just running around like having a flour bag, screaming while people were trying to chase you and like jump on you and be like, knock it off. Oops, sorry. Bye, Janine. Yeah, you do need to figure out a beautiful urn for your demise. Janine's my mother-in-law, in case you guys didn't get that from context. Dumped my ashes someplace illegal. Of course you did, Brett. As a genealogist, I can confirm some random descendant will look you up someday. Okay, I do like that part. And I do like looking at my old ancestors and their drama, and the scandal of it all. Wait, I love having a scandalous past. Like, I hope to do something pretty scandalous just so my kids, my greats could be like, did you guys hear about our great Beth? Crazy. Oh, Law Nerd app. Karen Reed's lawyers want the Commonwealth to pay. Code Red. Emily D. Baker went Code Red. I got the alert. Mark just went back. So my kids are Hawaiian. Mark's Hawaiian. He had a lei during our wedding ceremony, and it's actually still in our bedroom. It's very dead. But like the whole family's Hawaiian. We talk about Hawaiians, very much into our Hawaiian heritage. Yeah, Mark went far back enough back. No Hawaiian, just Philippines to Hawaii and live there. So we're Filipinos that were in Hawaii long enough that everybody's like, yeah, they're brown, probably Hawaiian. I'm not going to check. And so, and when we were living in California long enough, they were like, Mark's dad's clearly Mexican. So yeah, they'll see all my old videos. That's funny. Can't talk about Lay's potato chips. And the videos will never let me die. I'm going to delete it before I die. Just whoosh. And the same way you're Native American, but not actually. Jamie, Sakakawea. That story is one of my favorite, honey. It's so funny to me. Bunch of moonshine runners in yours. I love that. Mary grew up thinking I was a quarter Cherokee, 0 Native American. So was Jamie. Pam's husband is 49% Native American. That's very specific. Everybody's a Liz Warren in here. They have prominent cheekbones. You work in a library, maybe you should look your ancestors up. Yes, Tracy, do that. I'm scrolling up to see if anybody said anything super amazing. That's what the report said. That's so funny. I refuse. I have a really hard time. You guys, let's get serious for a second. I have a really hard time because I hate the government, but my husband's a federal officer. It's a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. I am the Tudor Queen. I think I am a descendant for sure. I'm not a descendant. I can't be. And I whistled when I said that. And that's embarrassing. And I'll think about that a lot before I go to bed. I think I am reincarnated. I hope I wasn't. I want to be Anne Boleyn. Obviously, everybody wants to be Anne Boleyn. But like, I super don't want to have my head cut off. I think that's gross. You grew up in Marin and Sonoma County. Jane, are you talking to me? No, you're probably talking to somebody else. But I lived in Petaluma for a long time. Sweet Pete's. Do you say Sakakawea? Because everybody else, Sweet Pete's, says Sacagawea, and you guys have got to calm down about the stupid pronunciation of Sakakawea. Sacagawea. Oh my God, which way do I say it now? Sacagawea. Sakakawea. I've gaslit myself. I don't know. Why was I telling you guys about my distrust about the government? That was going to come together. We say it the first way you say it. I know, and it's stupid, and you should stop being all like that. Also, where in North Dakota? Sweet Pete's? Have we talked about this? It's Sacagawea. It's not Sweet Pete's. Don't say that word in my chat. Did you see what you wrote? Did you see it? Oh, yeah, and I refuse to do the DNA test because I don't trust the government having my DNA information. And my mom was like, oh, for Christmas, can you do like 23andMe on all the kids? I'm like, no. Let the government have that information? Absolutely not. Also, way harder to get away with murder. Although we did find a long lost relative that way, but still gross. But they already have it. They don't have mine. They don't have my kids. They probably have my kids. This is why not only did they not just sell all the DNA, they were hacked. So that's fun. They took my DNA, but this is why everybody should have home births, that unregistered, unattended home births for the safety of the nation. Don't do that, you guys. That was sarcasm. Pam has a half brother. Did you know about him? I'm excited for my dad's funeral and meeting his second family that he probably has somewhere. Like, I am excited to see. I wonder how many kids there are. How old are they? I'm genuinely looking forward to, maybe there's more. Maybe he has 5 different individual families. He traveled a lot when I was a kid. Oh, Wendolyn, that's cute. They'll use my DNA on what not to do. The Army has your fingerprints, but I cut my fingertips off when I left, so. It's fine, Wendolyn. You can all caps for that. That was really interesting. I am still live, Alex. I'm glad you showered. Good job, babe. I showered today, too. Sometimes showering is hard, and I'm not being sarcastic there. Sometimes it's really hard. You have a fear of a freak stepsister turning up and asking for money? It's like no DNA, like how Beth doesn't sneeze. I've never sneezed or peed or pooped. I don't even have a butthole, so I don't know how this colonoscopy is going to go. Louise, those aren't my fingers. So, hi, Sumax. Mac bathes in moose saliva. That made me feel like physically I felt grossed out in my body. Your dad was born at home and we didn't know until he was 78 that he celebrated his birthday on March 7th, but the family Bible is actually February 7th. That's so good. Oh my God, that's amazing. Alex says it wasn't so bad. Jane says the F word, rude. No identifying marks. I swear to God, did Mac comment because I did not see it? Do I have him blocked? Because, oh, there he is. Showers are for cowards. The prep was horrid. Everybody says that, but shut up. It's not. It's going to be fine. Colonoscopies are the easiest. Oh, God, I thought you said taste ever. And I was like, Rachel. Gross. And blocked. And please don't ever come here again. I really did think you said that. Can I do color guard? What is that? Oh, no, because he rolled his eyes at me. He's like, I'm like, it's not just for screening for that. I've already done screening for that. He wants to see if there's anything else going on for, that's not dainty. I'm not talking about it. He doesn't think it's cancer. He just wants to look inside. Meg, I hate you. Mac, shut up. Quick tips. Live diet days before you prep. Yes. Baby butt cream, I've heard. And fluffy pillow when you're still in the can. I actually am considering bringing a mattress into the bathroom. Also, I'm totally going to document this for you guys because I feel like, why not? It's like everybody but me poops. So I feel like everybody else would be interested in this. I'm so mad at this pillow with coffee on it. I don't love you, Meg. I don't. I think you're the worst. If that wasn't a joke, it's even funnier. What did Yeah, Leroy, he's sleeping. What did Gretchen say? That wasn't a joke. Bummer. um, a deviated septum, Angela, that's crazy. Um, Free, not free, but like it's a good excuse for a nose job. Just stay on the toilet because you won't have time to get back in bed. Okay, so I've been hearing those comments a lot. And maybe I'll just put a mattress in there. And then it says 5 hours before your procedure starts, you're supposed to drink more of the stuff, but you don't get to know when your procedure is until the day before. And I feel like that's crazy. So get puppy pads. So I'm really looking forward to what everybody's clearly alluding to, that I'm going to poop my pants and my bed. I don't want that. Okay, you guys, this is awkward. So I kind of pivoted into where I was starting to feel a little bit of anxiety. Do we want to do vulnerable anxiety or joking about pooping? What do we want to talk about? You must be pooping clear liquids before you go to the doctor's. Right, like I don't get to eat for 2 days, which is fine. I love a solid excuse to lose weight. Serious question, sorry, how are your children's services with your regional center in Georgia? We don't do any, Jane. We just don't. After COVID, everything was like complete bullshit. So we just kind of stopped and I was like, dealer's choice. Okay. It's bad though, you guys. It's not great. It has nothing to do about pooping though. Thanks, Jamie. Vulnerability, talk about pooping. I never have. And I never will. So I wonder, it's a pretend colonoscopy because nothing's going to happen. You can't do fasting very well. Oh, I can. Not that you can tell, but I could. Okay, so when we were joking around about what part of people we have cremated, I made a joke about a face. So it immediately flashed me to. So when I was overseas doing stuff, we did a lot. I was doing forensic analysis of IEDs, which are bombs, right? I don't know if you guys know this, but humans don't stay as super intact as possible when exposed to such a treat. And parents must hate you, Sweet Pete. What a fun thing to say to Sweet Pete. Literally, that's funny. Okay, so at one point, I was at a place that it had happened, and we were going around looking for evidence and things like that. And all the homes are homes with walls, like tall walls, with solid metal doors, right? Think gated community, but everything's solid. And then you go inside a courtyard, and then inside that is a home. And in it, they opened the door. We knocked on the door, and they opened it, and it was like a mom with her kids, and they were playing, but the men answered the door, the gate, not the door. And they were like, they really wanted me to come, and I didn't have a translator, and I was like, sketchy. But I did have my bodyguard, because I was looking down, so we always had infantry attached with us to look around for us while we were looking down. And the parents were like, please, like they desperately wanted us to go up. So we went up to the roof and got half of a face and brought it with us. And so like now I'm like, it's just going in my brain. And so I'm like, cool. And whenever I have a big sudden thing like that where it gets pulled to the front, within 2 days, I'm going to have a full-blown panic attack. And so like now I'm like, okay, because like I know I'm safe. I'm in my home. Everything's okay. And I know that rationally. And nothing will happen like tomorrow or the next day. But all of a sudden, I will have the physical panic attack where I'm like, so like, I'm so sorry, you guys. This is so weird. I do not mean to do that. I really don't mean to do this, but it flashed in front of me and I can't shake it. And so I'm like not looking forward to tomorrow or the next day. Thanks. I know you guys. And I never talk about it. And so I'm like, oh, let's talk about it on a live stream like some sort of asshole. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this. It's so, it does, I don't know if it helps or it doesn't help to talk about it. And it feels very trauma dumpy for you guys. And like, oh, I want attention. But it's there and it won't stop being in my brain because I made a stupid joke about what part of it my father-in-law I have jarred up. So anyways, that's what I get to think about right now. So like I'm trying to talk about poop, which I've never done. So I don't have experience on what it's like so I'm faking it like I've ever done that. And I've never tooted. And I'm just trying to like bottle that shit up. So, so I'm all sweaty. Okay. Silver lining. Let's look for silver lining, you guys, because that's how we handle it. At least I have this to like fret about, and I feel less bad about telling Exotic that God doesn't love her. I got that going for me. What happens when you bottle it up? I don't know. This. Okay, Okay, I'm going to scroll up real quick and quietly read what some of you guys wrote because I'm sure it's all very mean and cruel. Hold on one second. Okay, hold on. I'm scrolling back and reading. Brenda's back. Hi, Brenda. Okay, hold on. Oh, Cammie, don't worry, honey. It's fine. Hold on. The crazy things from accident. Ugh! Cozy Mountain Life told a crazy story. Aaron, I can guess what your PTSD is from, to be honest. I'm very grateful I don't have that shared experience. God, it just keeps flashing. What was the emotion you felt instantly when you thought of it? That's the emotion you need to deal with. I genuinely didn't have an emotion. I was scared because I was scared that I was going to think about it. I was scared. I guess I did have an emotion. Thank you, Exotic. God loves you. Ben on Survivor deal with PTSD. I didn't know. I didn't watch that. Your feed crash. Who would buy them, Gretchen? The Chinese also, I think, need whole bodies. The funniest people have this under the surface. I think so too. I think it's what makes people funny. Yay! I love that you're packing your suitcase, babe, because you get to go on vacation, or you're on vacation. Oh, Brenda, I hate that, honey. Gwendolyn, you're going to do amazing on your interview. I know it. Getting emotionally carsick. Your sympathetic nervous system is telling you things are awful, and your eyes are telling you you're in your house. Oh my God, Stella. That was really insightful. Really, really, really insightful. Beth doesn't have emotions. That's somebody else. I don't know what you're... Did you switch off this live, Chris, my grits, and go see a different person who was having emotions and then switch back? Your sister swears she's never farted. Julie, Karen, jumping on the bandwagon, but you have PTSD from your partner almost dying. What is aorta whole shit? Yep. That will give it to you, babe. That's terrible. My ear itches a little bit. Positive affirmations every day. The simplest, most profound. I'm stronger than this. Everyone has a this. Right? Everyone has a this. Has anyone told you thank you for being there and those things you're doing for us? Thank you. Oh, thanks, Babs. Dark humor is vital. Aortic tear, new fear unlocked. Right? Right? That and like an aneurysm exploding in your brain and killing you because you're like, well, there's nothing I can really do to fix that. Yay, Louise. I would love to feed your pup with you. The more you let the flashbacks happen, the less bad the anxiety attack will be, but that's your personal opinion. So I went to a therapist who sucked, and she wanted me to continuously write down like the worst experience I had over there and write it down and like kept like picking at me. And honestly, it made everything so much worse. And my anxiety got so much worse during it that I stopped going to therapy. Lena answered the phone rude. Just hang up on them. How dare they call you? Beth is our therapy. And you guys are my therapy, right? Because look, I just got to process some really big emotions. And I acknowledged that something happened. And then I talked about it with my friends instead of pretending like nothing happened. And had a lot of gross come up, and now we're on this side of it. Love you, Wendelin. You're going to do amazing, okay? Because you are amazing. And you, like, it's fine. Everything will be fine. Just do it. And I know it was my heart exploding because I have documented evidence that my heart is solid. So, hey, Teresa, good life for you to catch. I really wanted to tell you to move your eyes back and forth. Oh, okay, that was a good idea. Did I try EDMR? I might look into it, to be honest, because a lot of people have said that it's amazing. Sounds like the therapist wasn't guiding or surprising. It wasn't, and it was like tele thing, so it was just on the phone. So I was just like, cool, it felt like digging in a wound with dirty hands. They're like, no, sunlight will cure you. And I was like, okay, but like, we have dirty hands and we're digging our fingers in my flesh. I think it's just going to get infected. That was a really good analogy. Good job, Beth. That was really good. Okay, thanks. Anyways, what a unexpected pivot. And I'm sorry, you guys. I am grateful for you guys. It was just a weird pivot, and I'm very sorry. But that's just how it goes. If you go to trauma therapy, they make you talk about the trauma in depth. Then they record it and have you listen to it. I would rather die, Lena. Oh my God. No. Light therapy, I've heard good things about too. Meg said, don't be sorry, but she probably said it like this. Don't be sorry. Like an idiot would say it. I really did hear EDMR is really good. What's EDMR? I don't know what it stands for, but it's a specific therapy that they're starting to do a lot with PTSD and like vets. And it's supposed to help so much. Babs, that was incredibly sweet. Jamie loves it. She lives for the moments when I'm having my worst moments. Probably eating an avocado. It takes a while to find a therapy match, right? I just don't know. You also remember the fact about car sickness to distract you. Only some people throw up, and it's because their brain thinks they ate something hallucinogenic. What? That's crazy. So for about 15 years of my marriage with my husband, every time we were on a windy road driving, he'd be like, flex your abdominal muscles. It's what fighter pilots do. Every time we were on a windy road for years and years and years. It was amazing. I was like, great. And then one time we were on a really rural, windy road, and I made him pull over so I could go to the bathroom. And that was really embarrassing because we were not engaged or married, but I needed to go to the bathroom in the woods. And no, I'm not embarrassed about needing to pee in the woods. That wouldn't be embarrassing. Kegel story hour. Eye movement, desensitization, and reprocessing. Thank you, Dinosaur, knowing the good words. Lena, listening to myself crying so hard and panicking and screaming for around 30 minutes was not pleasant, but it did help. I think you're a liar, Lena. That sounds horrifying. Does Beth pee in the woods? I did not pee in the woods when I needed my boyfriend to pull over. So, pretty classy. God. But he married me and I baby trapped him thrice. So it does, Aaron. It really, really does. Only when Mark is watching Tracy. Oh my God. Meg. He's so lucky. He's like hashtag blessed. Like you wouldn't believe. You almost had to crap in the snow on the side of the road in -3 degrees in Wyoming because it was so far to a rest stop. You should have just done it, Jamie. If a pope can pee in the woods, you know. Yeah, everybody's peed in the woods. Like anybody who spent time in the woods has peed in the woods. Yeah, I feel like talking therapy makes me feel worse than I feel better. And I can't take the meds, and that's all they want me to do. And so it's a waste of time to be like, I'm not taking your stupid meds. Right? It's peeing on the side of the road in front of your true love is just a level of amazing. Also, I remember talking to somebody, she had just been married a little bit and was newly pregnant. And she was talking about like, oh, she would never, it's just like her privacy that she wanted and like how embarrassed she was. And I was like, that all goes by the wayside, my love. Like, don't worry about it anymore. Just, that will all come crashing down around you the second you have a baby. You'll be like, yep, now you're going to watch other things come out of my body. Sorry. I remember like after I had my cesarean section with the twins, I was finally able to go up and walk and shower, but I was very, very weak. And so Mark had to wash my body, but I also just was postpartum. And he's like, lots of stuff coming out, babe. I was like, thanks. Like, but honestly, it's one of my favorite memories of that whole experience because it was such a caring moment for him to care for me, even though I was being gross and things were just coming out by the fistful. And he was just like, yep, let's do this. Let's get my wife clean. She just had my kids. And it was a really good moment instead of being like, get a nurse, you know, they're used to gross and stuff like that. It was one of my favorite memories. And it was not a very pretty one, but I loved that. Oh my God, Aaron, I was just thinking about outhouses, like the chain outhouses where you just look and you're like, so everybody just poops together. Like we're all going to sit here and like you could you could pet somebody's leg in that outhouse. Yuck. Bye, cat. Love you. Yeah, so that was really kind. You need a new right knee? I'll give you a new right knee. And you can't stoop for a wee, so you can't pee in the woods. The fact that last part, Karen, didn't rhyme really, really bums me out. I need a new right knee, so now I can't stop for a wee. And then you're like, so I can't pee in the woods. You had something so good going. Tony ran back to the car with doggy wet wipes when I had a bad poop attack in the National Park outhouse with no toilet paper. Oh, see? That's so sweet. You hated waiting for the bag to leave your system after a C-section, right? So you could go see your baby in the NICU. Luckily, in our hospital, they brought them because my twins weren't the worst in the NICU. Literally everyone else was, but they were pretty good. So they brought them to us. As long as one of us was awake, we were allowed to have the babies near us, except for the first day where, not the first day, but the day that they had them all in the incubator with the lights for the bilirubin thing. Then I couldn't hold them and that sucked. Can Mark be Oliver husband? Yeah, I'm sure he could. Mark, you're telling Mark that I love people I don't. You were drugged to the eyeballs when you had your son, right? Your husband could have been drunk and eating McD's. I have no idea. Hi, Angie. Angie, just so you know, my heart's fine. I think my hubs probably still has PTSD from me in the delivery room with your 9-pounder. Oh my Lord. So I can pee by the tree. Still, no, low effort. Try again. My husband took such good care of me after my C-section, even when really good stuff, right? It's so nice when that happens. You grew up with a single mom and 2 sisters. We never pooped. See, right? That's what classy ladies do. My sister brushed my hair out the morning after my youngest was born, and it was bliss. I love that. Okay, go get your meds, Julie. I love that you say our meds. Oh, thanks for getting our meds. Save half of them for the apocalypse. Meg's an only child. Oh my God, that explains so much. Oh, Karen, I hate that your husband was worthless after your C-section. That sucks so much. Yours were 8 pounds, 15 ounces. Calvin was really big. He was 8 pounds. He was huge looking to me. I was like, this thing's massive. So I can pee so happily. Chris, my grits, I feel like you're not even trying anymore. The light therapy was rough, right? Like I cried so hard because my babies were crying. And the nurses who clearly don't give a crap because like they know the baby's not dying and they've done it 1 billion times. Like they weren't as emotional as I was. And I needed them to be so much more emotional about my baby crying. You had your... That sucks, Lena. You had a 9.9 pounder? Oh, 10 pounds, Brenda. Wow. The dog's like, it's not my food, Louise. I would like different food. That's crazy. No, like the twins were 4 pounds, 9 ounces and 4 pounds, 12 ounces, but they lost a lot of weight. So I think they were in the 3 pounds when we took them home. And so any size baby bigger than 4 pounds is a huge baby to me. And so the fact that Calvin was a normal size baby, I was like, Jesus, this thing's a monster. A 13-pound baby, Jamie Chaotic? Oh my gosh. Your husband went to have good luck during my C-section and you're... Kala, I don't know what you said. Say it again. 10 pounds, 10 ounces, Julie? My husband took care of my drains, Teresa. That was the funniest way. After my... Oh, like literal... I thought you were talking about your vagina and butt. Your drains, literal drains. Got it. It's not funny anymore. After your double mastectomy and reconstruction surgery, you couldn't do it. It was so disgusting. I love that, Teresa. Sorry, I thought you were talking about different drains. 11 pounds, 15 ounces. Oh my God. They let us go home. They also do a like, they weren't at 3 pounds. They were just in the 3 point something pounds. I think actually Sammy was probably still like 4.5, like 4 pounds, 5 ounces. But Sonia was tinier. And they did like the apnea test when you're asleep. Like they take your babies. If you have preemies, I don't know if everybody knows this. If you have preemies, they will take them and put them in car seats while you're sleeping. Like they let you know to see if they stop breathing, to let you know if you could drive home with your car seat. It like you have to be able to drive a certain distance. But I was like, how many babies until they're like, you know what, you guys, we need to like do a dry run real quick. Like how many did not make the drive home before they realized they needed to start like doing baby test runs? Jeez. Oh yeah, I wouldn't know how to say it with kilos either, Lena. I did not have gestational diabetes, Tracy, thankfully. You're 4 days in the NICU? Oh, it's hard. Like it's gross. Ugh. Not just a WAC. I had just a huge belly. That's how I was with Calvin. The amount of liquid after they broke my waters, I was apologizing. I was really embarrassed. I was like, this is humiliating. How much amniotic fluid does one person need to make? Like, What a weird thing to be embarrassed about, but I was just horrified. I was apologizing to everyone in the room. Where I was like, "I'm so sorry. I can't believe I did this. Like, could I help you clean that?" My like what a stupid thing to be embarrassed about, but I was horrified. You were nervous at 4 pounds 4 ounces. You failed the first car seat test. Oh my gosh, babe, I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. Meg throwing out bummers. What? Why are you bumming people out, girl? Midwest said something stupid. I'm sure of it. 6 pounds is roughly 172 kilos. Boys give you crazy belly. Lots of fluid here too. It's so insane. I figured like my uterus was like, give up. We've been through this. Just get huge as humanly possible, as fast as possible. I looked like 6 months pregnant with Calvin when I was like 2.5 weeks pregnant because my body was like, we've done it. There's gonna be 2. Everybody makes space. Like everything moved. Okay, Karen's right knee was fixed with glee, and now she can stoop to pee by the tree with her old dog named Monkey. Okay, Chris, you did a good job with that one, my love. So proud of you. Jamie had hydromesis. Oh my God. I don't want that. Chris, you should have done AI, babe, but you did such a good job, and I'm very proud of you. What time is it? 4? Should I do something with my life? Should I get up and actually do something? Probably dishes. And I should probably clean my room and switch over my laundry. But it's 4, and I would love to make a video for you guys. So, like, why not just wait until tomorrow to do anything? Shh. Nobody needs to do anything. Or make a tasty snack. I had a pork chop earlier. It was really good. I had a pork chop that we were supposed to be saving for pork fried rice, but I was like, no one's here to tell me no, so I ate it. No one talks about milk supply when you have a C-section. Mine, it took forever to come in. It felt like forever. And then all of a sudden I was like, who made my boobs rocks? Like it was crazy. Like the texture of somebody when their milk comes in is like what I imagine Stephanie Myers was picturing when she made all of her vampires stone. Like you had like Edward boobs. Ooh, Kyle's got a cleaning day tomorrow. Oh, it's nighttime for Karen. Day is over at 4. That's right. I still have real pants on like an idiot. Oh, Sumax, things went fine yesterday, and I went to the cardiologist today, and my heart is fine. I am just anxious. Cement trucks. It was insane. Hi, Teresa. I know I'm just yapping at you guys, and it's been 113 minutes exactly. And 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. I don't know. You smell like maple syrup because of all the fenugreek or what it's called. I never took that. I could honestly, I had a surplus. I could have easily self-fed quadruplets and then some other kids. I would make a rock star wet nurse back in the day. I wouldn't because I would have been queen and I would have had to like hoard all my own breast milk because you're not allowed to nurse your own babies. But I could have wet nursed everyone, the whole castle. Just bring me the babies. That's fine. Let's go. Sorry, Jane. I am a time suck. And they also never talk about tongue ties. I am not going to sneeze. Everybody shut up. Oh my God. Well, hello. How are we? Your boobs after having my kids. I was just stood in the shower at the hospital like, what the F? You could have fed the street, right? But you bottle fed because there were perverts in your family. What? Oh, that's not true. Marilyn's like, we smell like maple syrup. No, you smell like war crimes. Oh, Julie, that's so sweet. People on Terra should never do dishes. Thank you. I agree. Okay. Oh, I thought of, okay. I know I joke around about this a lot, and I hope it doesn't come across as distasteful, but when I'm super, super rich, like super rich, I wonder if billionaires have this. Okay. When Do you think billionaires have this? Like, do you think they have people who come into their room and do the bed warmers so they don't have to get into cold sheets, like if it's a cold night? I think I want that. I think I want what would it be, like a chambermaid? And I'm sure they would have to have a better name for it because chambermaid sounds not great. Like a room attendant. I would need a room attendant. And I want them to set out my really cool looking pajamas for me. I think I can wash my own face and brush my own teeth. But maybe like I'd want them to do my skincare routine after I wash my own face for me. I want a scalp rub and I want a hand massage. And if it's cold out, I want them to do a bed warmer so that I could tuck in. Not maids, Christine. I want a chambermaid. And I want them to like do that. And maybe I also want them to rub my feet. But I also want to be able to be like, sometimes be like, I want to be like, don't worry. What would her name be? Guys, what would her name be? Ew, Meg, quit talking about poop. I feel like she'd be from Ireland. She'd be like no, she's old timey. I'd be like, don't worry, Mary. I'll put myself to bed tonight or something like that. Like I'll prepare myself for bed. Like I want to be able to do that on evenings. I'm super dramatic, right? I think I want them to physically remove my jewelry from me. I think maybe not pierced ears. I think I'd have to wear clip-on earrings so it'd be less weird. Her name is Megan. I love that idea. Abigail. Okay, sorry. You guys, I really like the name Abigail. So Abigail, who will be in my room. Just let my kids clean up for themselves for once. And yeah, Mary's resisting. So Abigail, I want Abigail to like do that. And like maybe not always rub my feet because maybe not. But like I do want a hand massage and a scalp massage as part of my evening routine. Am I shaking you guys so much? Sorry. They call it an Abigail? Really? Tracy, are you lying to me? Because I will block you. An in-house spa? Not like an in-house spa. Like I want an Abigail. Her name is Abigail. I don't care if that's a real title. That's true, says Gretchen. I want Jane's mom to come do this. Shut up, Meg. They don't. That's when you get mad at your husband and you poop on your bed. This is excessive, Jamie. That's the thing is I'm trying to be as excessive as humanly possible. I have billions of dollars. It's fine. Abigail makes like 70 grand a year. It's okay. Also, she picks out my outfits and she's, okay. So not only does she pick out my outfits, but she has to be like a stylist. $70,000 a year. She's going to be a stylist. So she picks out my outfits for me and helps me get dressed in the mornings. She tidies my room and makes my bed. I go do my bullshit through the day. And then I come back and I'll be like, Abigail, let's get ready for bed. I've had such an exhausting day. And like, meanwhile, she's probably doing like 70 other jobs and she's like, you bitch. But then I wash my own face because let's stay tethered to reality. Like I'm grounded. I am present. I wash my own face, wipe my own butt. But she has to do my skincare routine, hand massage, head massage, tuck-ins. Beth, if you're a millionaire, you have an entire house staff, plus a stylist, plus a chef, plus anything you want. Billionaire. I don't think millionaires have that. Millionaires are the new thousandaires. Billionaires. I am a diva. What did Exotic say? Oh, Exotic's going to be my Abigail. I would like somebody that God loves, though. Thanks. I don't want any smiting to happen while I'm getting ready for bed. And a bedtime story, maybe. Plus private mass. I read that, Christine. I read plus multiple private assassins. And I was like, yes. Is that a thing? Because I do want at least 3 private assassins. I don't want them moonlighting for other billionaires, killing their people. Gross. I would like them to be private, exclusive. That's what I would like. Smiting can be exhausting. What, Jane? Yeah, that's what I want. And also, I want to poach my neighbor as my private pilot. I don't know how much he costs, but I think it's probably a lot. He's currently employed by a billionaire, so I have to at least be a billionaire to match whatever salary he's making. Right, and being on call's extra, Teresa. Like, you have to pay extra to have somebody on call because then they're not doing anything else with the rest of their time. I wouldn't mind being a trillionaire. That would be nice. Bye, Tara. I love you. I still have the not sneezing thing. Keep talking. Love that. Poaching people is messy. Are you talking about like poaching an egg? You can just have a bigger house if you want, sweetheart. I just want like other things. Like, but I don't want a Birkin bag. I don't think I need a Birkin bag. I think those are ridiculous. I don't need the red bottom shoes. Jimmy Choo's? Are Jimmy Choo's the red bottoms? Louboutins. I don't need fancy shoes. I'm happy with my whatever I find on Amazon that I think is good. But I want my chambermaid. I want my Abigail. I want my Abigail and I want my dedicated assassins. Elon will be the first trillionaire. Mark said I'm not allowed to have any of Elon Musk's babies, which I thought was really restrictive. Like, that was a rude thing to say to me. I was like, just what? I wasn't going to have a lot of them. I was just going to do the one. If you're a billionaire, you don't buy on Amazon, you buy Amazon. It's a lot of personal meetings with Bezos. Antoinette reminds me of toilet, and it reminds me of moist towelette, and then we just have moist. Any chance to say moist, Chris? Jamie just wants a house. Lou body. How did that conversation start? It sounded like this, where I said, babe, I think I want to have one of Elon Musk's babies. And he said no. And I said, no, wait, because I think the child support would be really good. And he said no. And I was like, well, that's rude. And he's like, I said no. And I was like, so. And then I was like, you can't control me. So we'll see. Maybe I'll get knocked up by Elon. I am going to be driving through Austin. There's always a chance I could have his baby. Elon could afford a whole nation of babies, right? Like Mark, I feel like Mark's being really controlling. Do you guys think that maybe this is an abusive relationship? Like, he didn't even hear me out. I like Dooney and Burke bags better than expensive bags, right? Did I tell Mark he's being a tyrant and a diva? I just lightly poisoned him. Not so much that I would kill him, but enough to let him know. When I told Mark my heart was fine, he said, damn, I need to up the poison. So that was fun. Carl, I thought you were talking about my husband. I was like, whoa, whoa, aggressively rude. He is a narcissist. This is narcissistic abuse. I can tell. How long have I been live? 123 minutes and 37 seconds. Having a Musk baby is an investment opportunity, right? Think of all the nepotism opportunities after that. The wealth of Elon, Bezos, and Zuck is greater than the lowest 50% of the whole country. Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. That's why you need to baby trap them. Oh my God, what if I got the trifecta, you guys? If I had a Zuck and a Bezos and a Musk baby, preferably not triplets because I don't even know statistically how that would go, but one and done. If I could have all of their babies, I am definitely affording Abigail. She could even have a raise. She can have $71,000 a year. I don't want to put her in any higher tax brackets than I actually have to. Right? I'm doing it for him. This is abuse. I knew it. You wouldn't want to be attached to Elon for all the tea in China? I'm sure his ego is sickening. I mean, how much chatter, like how much chit chat do you really think's involved? It's like at most a 20-minute time investment. Jane says low and slow, and I'm not really sure what she's talking about. Lots of tiaras. I could have so many. Hi, Kristen. And I could buy my own islands. I bet you in the child arrangement agreement, I could just get Zuck to give me his. I could have a different Abigail every night. That way I can't get boring with her stupid, like, I bet she would just have like the worst attitude some days. And I could be like, not today. Go get the other Abigail. And I would only call them Abigail regardless of what their names are. Because now I have so much money, I don't have to be respectful to humankind. So everybody will be Abigail, but like they'll have to know intuitively which Abigail I actually want. And I will definitely go full J-Lo on how I treat my staff. Your Elon my baby would be named something ridiculous. Don't even care. Do you know how much cash that would be? Name it what you want. He looks like sauerkraut. I don't even know which one you're talking about, and I agree with you. There's 3 of them. What's the topic? Oh, I'm baby trapping billionaires. It makes us doubt that. Julie says he looks greasy. Still don't know which of the trillionaires we're talking about, but Mark wouldn't be there for those loving moments. I mean, Sue, I bet you I could pay him off. I have multiple billionaires' babies. Everybody has a price. I could be like, babe, come on. And he'd be like, yeah, that's right. It is a lot of money. A new maid every day. Oh my God, I'd have a brew in the shower by then. A whole harem of Abigails. Abigail would appreciate the workload distribution. I think so too. And I'm that rich, I could probably do like an indentured servant situation where I con somebody from a different country over and I could seriously underpay. So like $71,000, who am I kidding? $7,000 and threats. $7,000, then I hold the fact that I let them live in my house over their head for 16 years, and then I will give them $5 and let them find their own way, like the true American dream. Greetings from Russia. Hi, Russia. Or name the kid Moonay if a girl, could you imagine? That girl's a stripper. Moonay is a stripper, and you know it. No, Gretchen, Mark has to remain faithful. How dare you, Gretchen? Gretchen out here whoring out my husband. Rude. I didn't think we would get here. I didn't think Gretchen making my husband sleep with a harem of women at 127 minutes and 46 seconds of a live stream. Oh. I feel like we've shaken off some of my earlier trauma. Oh, it's Wellen. I love that, sweetheart. This is your first live? Oh, Ellie, how long have you been here? Ellie, how long have you been here? Like this live, not how long have you been part of my life? Right? Gretchen, what do you think this is? That means you'd have to boink one of them. All 3. I don't care. All 3. Not at the same time. I feel like that's too far. That's one step too far. Hold on, I'm thinking about it. Everybody has a price. Go eat some carbs and watch a movie. I can't. Leslie, I'm fat. I can't have carbs. Maybe I'll eat an X-Lax and have some water. Hi, music for everyone. How are you? What kind of member? Paying member? What are we talking about here? There must be in a sperm bank somewhere. Maybe. X-Lax. Right? Yeah, I could have the X-Lax chocolate. Oh, thank you, Leslie. I appreciate that, sweetie. You deserve carbs too. Chris, what did you write that was so bad you had to retract it? What did you say? First live, people need to watch the Stacking People live rewind. I miss Matt. Who's just rank, Julie? That this isn't a members only live, Lena. Oh, thank you, Ellie. I love that, sweetheart. Bake some cookies with it. Oh my God, then everybody in the family. Oh my God, that'd be so funny. Meg, what do you want me to look up? Diet pill AIDS? No, I don't remember AIDS. I remember the commercial. I thought that was a joke commercial. Oh, Leroy, did you sniff my toes and scare me? I need to be done. Leroy, I need to be done. Okay, we are done. I can't believe that was real. That's insane. Oh my God, Stella, that lady. It was 2012. He's a baby boy. He loves us. Do you want to say that you love everybody? I was thinking that next time I need to do like a fundraiser or like a cash grab, remember 10 Minutes in Heaven, you guys? But what if it was like 10 Minutes in Heaven, but you get Leroy? Imagine all the smooths. His poor little neck is so itchy. Meg says, ew. What? Don't you ew my dog, Meg. This is why we don't like you. Bye, Leroy and Beth, I guess. All right. I'm done. Everybody shut up and leave me alone. I want to go do something else with my day. Like sit on my couch and scroll. Frick, I didn't take anything out to make dinner. Okay. I love you guys. And I love all of you guys but Canada, Meg. And I hope you have a beautiful day. And I promise to try to clean my house or something and put it out for you. Okay, quick poll. Is anybody mad at me? Do you guys still love me? I don't know if I'm going to private this because of the weirdness in the middle. I don't know if I want to have that out. Because it went really weird. Okay, everybody tell me that you're not mad at me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.